Okay, alrighty. So here we are. We've got our wellness topic this week, which is going to help us to get through those difficult times in our life or those difficult situations. So we all have stress. We all do. And many of us have extreme stress. We have those thoughts, those worries that keep us up at night or wake us up at night and we can't get back to sleep. So, meditation and mindfulness are two practices that help us to get through like the really tough times in our life or tough situations in the moment. And so, meditation, we're going to dip into that in a few more weeks, more at the end of the month or the next following month. So, today's topic, the theme, the wellness topic is mindful awareness. That's what I'm going to be speaking about today. That's what we're going to be tapping in today. So what is the difference like between, meditation, we sit and we, find some silence in all of the activity of our mind. But mindful awareness is fully engaging in the present moment. It is when we set the intention to bring our attention to whatever activity we are doing in this moment and fully engage in it. Use all of your senses. So, when you start to practice mindful awareness, you want to do it with tasks that are easy or joyful, right? So it can be, petting your dog or your cat, right? It can be playing with your children or your grandchildren. It can be a mundane task like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes or folding laundry. It can be that activity of driving to work or driving to where you're going throughout the day, answering emails. So this can be done anytime. We don't have to schedule mindful awareness into our day. We take our day and we put in these moments. We intentionally set our attention to the present moment, to what it is that we are doing. Now, this practice has the ability to help us come out of stress, to get us through any difficult moments or situations or circumstances that we're in. But we have to practice it. We have to practice it. You can listen to me, you can read about all the benefits of mindful awareness. You can take courses in it, but until you practice it, you won't feel the benefits of it. You won't see how you can use this a powerful, powerful tool to bring the stress level down in your body, bring the stress level down in your mind. Like research has shown that by fully engaging our senses in the present moment, we can then cultivate more happiness. We can cultivate more peace. But in order to get those results, you have to do it. Okay. So how do we do this? It's fairly simple. We identify, right? We got to bring some awareness, identify the tasks that you have throughout your day, right? What kind of habits, what kind of rituals, what kind of tasks do you have that day? Number one, you just got to bring awareness. And then you got to choose one. I'm going to choose this particular one to fully engage my awareness into. All of my attention is going to go into doing this particular task or this particular habit. And then you do that. You set that intention to bring all of my attention into this moment. And then you use all of your senses, all of your senses. So let's, like, for example, so many people enjoy that first cup of coffee in the morning. So you set that intention, it's going to be that, that cup of coffee, and you bring all of your senses on board and you start to become aware of all of your senses. Like put your hands around your cup of coffee and feel the warmth in your hands. Look at what your coffee is in. Like what are you What are you drinking out of? Bring all of your sense of sight to that. And then you slowly bring it up, and then you bring the smell in. You can close your eyes and just all of your awareness is going to the smell of the coffee, like before you've even taken that first sip. And then you bring it closer and you can feel it, right? Feel it at the lips, the glass that you're drinking from, maybe the warmth, you can start to feel the heat. Then you take that first sip and you just breathe and you engage all of your senses into that first cup of coffee, that first taste. And you can feel it go down your throat, you can feel it go into your body. And you fully engage in the experience of this cup of coffee, right? Or you can use it with your favorite foods. You can do this anytime in your everyday activities. And so we start with things that, we like, that we enjoy. And then we can bring it into those very mundane tasks. I do this with folding laundry because it used to be one of those things I'm like, oh, I've got, especially when I had, 3 kids, and well, I still have 3 kids, but when they lived at home, it was an endless task of folding laundry. And so I brought my mindful practice, my mindful awareness into folding laundry, and I could breathe and I could bring all of my senses into it. So you find whatever you consider very mundane and bring the same practice into the mundane tasks. Just practice it, practice it, practice it. This has the ability, so when we are facing those difficult situations or difficult times in our life, we have this practice of mindful awareness. So how can it help when we practice on, the good things, the things we enjoy and the mundane things? Let's just take, for example, like when we experience pain in our body, and bring some mindful awareness to pain. So when we experience pain in our body, if we are practicing mindful awareness on the mundane and the joyful things, when we bring that mindful awareness to the pain, we can really pause. This is what mindful awareness does. It helps us to practice the pause. Because if we don't pause in the moment of experiencing pain, our mind likes to go on a tangent, right? So if you experience pain, the mind gets involved in it. And once the mind gets involved, you get all of these emotions. Then all of these worries and all of these stress around the pain comes in. So for example, for me, I get headaches, and they're painful, and I've had them all of my life, migraines. So when I feel one coming on, my thoughts are like, oh my gosh, how am I going to work today? How am I going to do this? And how am I going to go that? And what brought this on? And so my thoughts go all around this pain. And what is the story, the meaning I'm attaching to this pain that I have? It's creating more stress in my body. It's creating more tension. It's attributing to the pain of my headache. And you can use this for any pain that you're experiencing in your body. But when you practice the pause, when you are practicing mindful awareness, you have that ability to lean back and just take a deep breath. Drop the story, drop all of the worries and the stress that comes with that pain. And you breathe into it. And you have to feel it. It's going to be a throb. Maybe it's going to be a tingle. Maybe it's an ache. Maybe it's very painful. That's what pain is. Feel it. Practice the pause, become very mindful. And when we do this, we then have the ability to choose something else. Instead of choosing the story or the whole meaning that we have around it, we then get to choose a different option. Maybe we're going to choose how to ease that pain. Maybe we're going to choose, okay, what's my next form of action? I'm going to rest, or I'm going to ice it, or I'm going to massage it, or I'm going to stretch it. Whatever we need to do for that pain, we're in a better mindset to be able to help and ease and soothe the pain, instead of being attached to, all of the stories and all of the meanings and all of the, other discomforts that come along with the pain that we're experiencing. But unless we practice mindful awareness, we're not going to have these tools in order to help in those more difficult situations. I used pain, but there's life that happens. And when we're faced with, getting some bad news or faced with something, a conversation we have to have that's uncomfortable. So we all are going to be dealing with discomforts and such uncomfortable, difficult situations in our life. Practice mindful awareness on the easy things, on the joyful things, so that when the difficult things happen, you have this practice. It's a tool, right? It helps us to bring our intention to fully engaging in whatever is unfolding for us, okay? Let's tap this in. Let's tap this in with mindful awareness, okay? So again, the tap-ins have the ability to create a lot of really good energy in our body. Roll the shoulders back and down and just start with bounce. How does that feel? Engage all of your senses here. How does it feel in your body? Become aware, become curious. How does my body feel? Is it stiff? Is it open? Breathe, fully engage yourself in the bounce here. And notice, without judgment, what's going on in your body. What are you feeling? What are some sensations? No judgments, no judgments. This is mindful awareness. Be curious as though you're doing it for the first time. And then what about shaking out a little bit? How does that feel? Engage all of your senses. Because we'll go, well, it looks silly. Looks silly. I feel silly doing this. Come out of the storyline. How does it feel? What is your body sensations inside? But marching it out. Some things we engage in, we can use our full senses. And others, we just depend on one or two of those senses. So feel it in your body. Let's pick up one knee. Just tap into it here. Right? As your hand touches your leg, just bring some awareness to that touch. Good. Maybe you can feel heart rate starting to go up a little bit. Good. Okay. And then we're going to tap in the belly. What does it feel like when your hands go against your body? Go all the way down on one leg, maybe along the journey down the leg and up. We tap into some tender points and some sensitivities. Or maybe you're going, no, I just love this whole tap and I love how it feels. Good. Okay. Rub your hands together here. And today we're going to start tapping in on the collarbone point. And I like to cross my arms here because it just feels good. And I've just done some mindful awareness to bring myself to that conclusion that I just like tapping in, breathe in. This gets our energy moving in the right direction. And when you tap here with mindful awareness, you can almost feel your energy start to shift, to move, to get back into a space that feels really good in your body. Then we tap into the thymus, okay, our heart center. And when we do this with mindful awareness, we can feel, maybe there's some sensitivities. Maybe there's something that doesn't, always feel good moving but stirring, but we become aware of it. We don't attach to the story of it. And gratitude, we can start becoming more mindfully aware of the things in our life that we're grateful for because we're tapping into this heart center. Then we tap into our third point, which is our metabolism, okay, our spleen point. So just a deep appreciation for our metabolism. Just breathe it. Feel the breath as it moves through your body. Maybe you want to exhale through your mouth, maybe through your nose. Feel the breath as it comes in through the nose and out through the mouth. Tap in, feel the fingers on the skin, just fully engage in this. Yeah, and then our last point here is under the eyes. This grounds and roots, so bring some mindful awareness to your feet. Feel the energy grounding, your energy grounding. Helps you to feel more stable, more safe. You just got some good energy flowing through the body. Experience this tap in with mindful awareness, and you'll reap more benefits from it. Good, and then just shake that off of your fingers, and then I like to just cross here, feel your hands. Good, so our intention this week, my friends, is to bring mindful awareness into your day. Okay, identify what tasks you're going to do this with, or what habits and rituals that you have that you're going to bring this in, and then choose which ones you're going to fully engage in, and then set the intention to bring all of your attention into the moment of doing that task or that habit or that ritual. Okay. Oh my goodness, bringing awareness into what we're feeling, what we're experiencing, gives us the opportunity to practice the pause when things get really tough. We have the opportunity to change our actions, right? When we're not aware, they just get very habitual and we just react. But when we practice mindful awareness, we can practice the pause and go, whoa, instead of reacting in the way I used to, I'm going to choose something different. Okay? Have an amazing week, my friends. Practice your mindful awareness and check out the blog a little bit later as I put all of this into an article for you. Thank you.